Hello crafters, I am so excited for today's video. I have decided to start a series on my channel. I asked a lot of you and you said you were interested about me restarting my small business from scratch. A little bit of the backstory: 4 years ago when I bought my Cricut, I had no money. Like, the fact that I scrounged up that money to even purchase my Cricut is amazing. And I'm sure you know, if you're a crafter, that it can get expensive with all of the supplies that you want to get, and it can rack up quickly. I started off as a newbie by selling little Christmas elves and mugs and things like that I picked up at my local dollar store, personalized them and sold them as a newbie, and I was able to pay off my Cricut machine and my crafts really quickly. Now, this was before the whole COVID time and everything, so nowadays a lot of people have a Cricut, but back then it was kind of like a newer thing that people were selling in my area, and I was probably one of the only people at that time in my area selling. Now I have some competition, but we'll get into that in another video. I had this kind of going. I was a full-time working mom. At the time I was also a single mom, so you know, life was a little bit busy. I had some other priorities to deal with. And then later on, you know, I met my husband, we got pregnant, and when I got pregnant I got pretty sick. So on top of that, it was COVID times. I was working full-time, taking care of myself, my kids, I was sick, and I ended up having to just private my whole business, shut it all down, and I just couldn't do it anymore. It was more for fun at that point, like it wasn't bringing in a lot of income. I fully shut it down and, you know, just started filming YouTube for fun and sharing my Cricut journey and experiences and helping other crafters be able to do what I was able to do. And I quickly realized that, one, the amount of things that I learned just in the small amount of time, those few years that I was working with a small business, was great, but I never did things like open an Etsy shop, and I more just sold locally, like on Facebook Marketplace, which I do have videos coming out very soon talking about that. I've already filmed them, it's just this one made it to the list first to upload. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed so you can watch that. And if you're not subscribed yet and you're interested in this type of series, seriously, I highly recommend you subscribe, because there is a lot of content I have to share with you. The point of this is I'm getting myself back out there. I'm going to be opening up an Etsy shop within the next probably few months here, but I have some steps to do first. So we're gonna go step by step how I'm doing this. I'm going to bring you along with me, taking product photos, all of this stuff. I don't have money at the moment to put into this business. You know, a lot of people have, let's say, a couple grand they want to throw at it. You know, I think that's great, but I don't have that option right now. So we're going to brainstorm ways to get there. The good, the bad, the ugly, the struggles, the success, all of it I'm going to be sharing with you, so that if you're interested in turning your hobby into income, we can do this together. We're going to get through it. I have done it in the past, so I know it works, but let's figure it out together. And I guess we'll see how it goes. Even if you're not interested in doing it yourself, maybe you're just curious in the process, let's get into it. I'm not too sure how I'm going to split up this series, because I will still be posting my regular, you know, tutorials and things like that as well. Let me know in the comments down below if there's something specific about this topic that you're kind of interested in or want to know, and I can definitely make sure I'm going to be filming that. But for the most part, I'm going to be filming everything, so that you see the good, the bad, the ugly, you know, everything. Because I feel like a lot of people nowadays are running the, you know, the whole small business side hustle thing, especially with COVID times, and I don't know, it's not all rainbows and daisies, but it can also be a great thing. So all of that to say, I'm really excited and looking forward to this. A little bit nervous, but we'll see how it goes. Step one is reactivating my Instagram account, my Facebook business page, and then starting to take some product photos to upload to Facebook Marketplace. It's a little bit later and your girl is losing daylight, so let's get on it. We're gonna hop on over first to Instagram and make my account public again. I privated it for a while, just so that people wouldn't message me, not that I got messages anyways. So let's hop on over. It's so funny, so just seeing the things I would post on like my Instagram highlights to try to get sales was ridiculous. I'll put an overlay right here of it, and I can't do the sound because copyright reasons, but like this is just so embarrassing that I was trying to sell things like this. Like the setup for these videos and photos just isn't it, and it's not gonna get sales. So I don't know what I was thinking. The quality of like come on, the quality of this photo, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it's horrible. It's blurry. And then I just kind of posted like random things because I didn't know what to post, but like just some of these things are really kind of embarrassing. So I am going to upload a couple of reels. I'll do a whole separate video on like social media and growing your social media, because things like Instagram, TikTok, those are great ways to get yourself out there and get yourself known. I actually started a TikTok, or I started posting on my TikTok last week, not my business, like small business TikTok, but my YouTube like TikTok, if that makes sense, talking about crafting and things like that. And the point of it was to drive people to my YouTube channel, and it blew up really quick. I'm almost at 4,000 followers in less than a week, about half a week actually. So it's definitely a great way, and I'll do a whole separate video teaching you like how to get yourself out there and how to pull clients over to your Etsy shop from there and things like that. So that's too much to put in this video, but that's a big one. I've been posting like reels on Instagram and then on TikTok as well, but again, I need to make a TikTok account for my small business. I did film a couple of reels for today while I was, you know, gone in the past few minutes, so I just filmed a little bit, and again, like I can put them here. I'll even put my Instagram so you can just check it out if you want with the sound, but I just put some trending whatever sounds with it. I don't know much about reels or technology or anything. If you don't know what reels are, it's just a little video that plays on Instagram. So like I'll try to show you. This is what it is. But anyways, it's not loading because I'm in my laundry room right now, currently sitting on my dryer to film this. But anywho, exposing myself. So that was step one. That was a long little blurb to explain that I'm going through step one, publishing my business Instagram, Facebook business page. I've talked about this many times, so important to do. So we're just going to turn that to public again. And the difference now is, instead of local pickup, I'm going to try to learn, and I will teach you along with me, the whole shipping process. Now it's going to be different if you live in a different country. For reference, I live in Canada, which is why I've been struggling, because I feel like a lot of people that sell things are in the US. So it's not helping me because I'm in Canada. And that's not to say that this is not going to be helpful for you if you live in the US. My point is that we'll figure it out together, but you're going to have different systems. Like I think US uses USPS or something like that. We use Canada Post here. So once I figure that out, I'll let you know. Like I said, even if you don't live in Canada, it would still apply to you, because I'll tell you how you can figure it out, and then like how the shipping works, like to upload it and put shipping in your pricing and stuff like that. So that end of things will definitely be relevant to you. Just the process and the company doing it might be different depending where you live in the world. So that will be another video as well. This is just like the intro video to the whole series, like part one, the pilot, let's say. So now that that's up, my next step is a product. It doesn't have to be a bunch of them. You don't have to have so many different options. You don't have to have all these different designs. Just at least one thing. Do you know what you want to sell yet? I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no freaking clue, okay? I thought I did, and I was doing some research on like Facebook Marketplace and things like that, and everyone's doing what I used to do now, because COVID times, everyone picked up a Cricut machine. So I'm going to have to change it up a bit. I have a video all about this, and I will link it right up here, because it's really, really helpful to try to find a way to stand out in this crazy oversaturated Cricut small business market. Because like I said, it seems like everyone has a Cricut and everyone's trying to sell things with it, which is amazing, but also can be really tricky when you're also trying to be a part of this whole thing. The next step is product photos. So we're gonna hop on over and take some photos of what I do have, and I know I'm going to get started with posting to sell on Facebook Marketplace. Let's jump on over to that part of the video. Of course, I can't really film me taking photos on this camera for obvious reasons, but I wanted to show you my setup for product photos. So this is what I have right now. I picked up these little carrots from my local dollar store. This is just a little sign that I made for my own home decor. I bought this little wicker basket from a thrift store, and then I just put, this is what I'm trying to sell as my product. So I have them in there. I have my phone flashlight just for better lighting, so I've been kind of angling it to manipulate the shot a little bit. I have my dish soap holding it up there. And then we have this really beautiful plant that just kind of hangs here, so I like to wrap it around for my photos just to add some kind of, I guess, just like that earthy look to it. So I do like this little setup. I also have this tray underneath, so I'm kind of taking them like this, and then in the editing process, I'm just going to be trimming it down so that you can't see my countertops and like my dish soap for obvious reasons. But I thought this was just a cute way to add some product photos rather than me just like holding this egg and taking a picture, or like having it on the counter like this, which is what I would do in the past. Like, no joke, this would probably be like right here, screenshot, that would be what I would try to sell, and no wonder I wouldn't get sales. So that's what I have here, and that's just an example. I also thought about going out there. See, this is actually another setup I have currently for some product photos. I will have to change it up a little bit because I don't like the background. You can kind of see the netting of the window here, so I'll have to figure something out. But I have these really nice bright LED lights up here, so that really makes a difference, and I think, you know, it'll just help a lot. Yes, I'm filming this by the kitchen sink with my dishes and all, but you know what? If you can get some cute product photos, it's okay. Like, I have a lot of real plants in my home, so I could add a little bit of that aspect to it, you know, like angle it a bit. I just think that would be so cute for some photos. That's a wrap on part 1, the pilot of this entire series of me restarting my small business using my Cricut, sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly with you so that you can either do the same thing. If you're just curious on how it goes, you could watch along and hopefully don't make the same mistakes that I do. Next one I'm so excited for because I'm going to show you how to make mock-ups, different things for your small business, talking about the commercial license for it, because you can't just use fonts that you find for free on these websites. You need a proper license for it. So we're going to go over all of that and make sure that you are set up for success for your business. Then in part 3, we're going to go ahead and talk about ways to get some professional looking product photos from home with your phone. I'm going to go really into depth and give you some great ideas, tips, and tricks for it, because I think that really makes it a whole different experience. I was requested to do a whole separate Facebook Marketplace specific tutorial teaching you how to list it, how it goes, and showing you all of that. So there's a whole series coming with this. If you have anything specific you are looking for in this topic and series, or just in Cricut general topic, please feel free to comment that below. In the meantime, if you are interested in things about Cricut business, I'm going to leave that video right here for you to check out. And if that's not quite your thing, have no fear. I have a lot more Cricut tutorials, Cricut content, and all of those lovely crafting things for you. So be sure to check out one of those out and have a wonderful day.